Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming, and welcome back to Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. And in the last episode, we set up a couple city-to-city runs for freight, including, of course, West Malling down here to Upton, over here to Grays. And then, off-screen, I spent some time, I built this route over to here, and then I built this route over to here. I actually had to spend quite a bit of extra money. I borrowed up to $5 million. We had spent, or had to borrow some money to put a new ship on the line that was going from over here, or over here, over to here, so that we could start supplying fuel into West Malling. We put a truck on this line, in order to see, or allow demand to see up through Upton and Grays, and of course the distribution of potentially construction materials as well as oil to flow in this direction, once we of course get a ship line to go between the two for anything other than oil. We have this new line connected here, and I have an RF line here, and we also have a small RF line here. These two stops pretty well cover most of the town. We just have a little bit of demand down here that we can later connect up with, say, a station here or here. I just want to see how things develop there. Although until we actually get passenger transport connected up, the towns will not really grow, because towns only grow with passenger travel. Cargo does not do anything to town growth. So we have this RF line that stops here, covers that, and stops here, covers that. I spent relatively cheaply. I probably, in a couple of these places, I think I snuck that in. I might have had to destroy a building here. Actually, I know I did. Yeah, I did that one on screen. Over here, though, I think I snuck that in without any problems, and I had to just spend, I think, 50k on destroying a building there. Now, we just want to check Upton because reasons. Now, Upton has this transfer station here, and that is pretty much just the industrial there. So we are going to get a little bit of commercial demand. Other than that, we're not going to get much food filtering this way. So we are going to have to set up a local freight line. Now, can I squeeze this in here without... No. Most likely not. Nope, there's no way. I've had comments in the past on some of my earlier videos, the original Freeplay series, that it was painful and or cringy to see me try to put in depots that ultimately would have been discontinued anyway. But I do try to minimize costs. I don't want to spend 200k, and I do not want to use bus stops, because bus stops are... I'll say bus stops are bad, but I know people will correct me. Oh, you can use bus stops. Not the point. Not the point. If the developers had not allowed that to pass, then alright, so that will cover most of that. Then we wouldn't be having this discussion. Unfortunately. Alright, well, I'm going to take that house out. And that would be an ideal place to put a road in to get over here. Although with that said, no, we are going to block it from doing that. This might become a very busy thoroughfare unless we put a road in through here. Can we... We've already upgraded, I think. Or no, we haven't. Do I go up to a 4-lane street? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's spend a little bit of money. Because reasons. Actually, I can widen that. Too much curvature. Put it there. So that covers that. That covers pretty much everything in the catchment area except these handful of buildings. So if we expand the town out this way and more commercial and industrial develop, we can always connect this up. You know what? I'm just going to do that right now. We are going to medium street, say that way. And we are going to medium street like that. Over to there. And then we want to medium street down like this. Sure. We want like that. So what I could do, you know, to encourage the growth to happen this way, we will probably, so we have one there, I might just run one RF line that way, one RF line this way. And this will, of course, encourage we are going to actually put it on this side. Trucks will come down this way and they won't have to cross the road in order to get. Although, is that too close to upgrade that to a large street? Possibly. We'll leave it. No, we'll wait until... Yeah, we'll wait until buildings build here and then probably upgrade this to a large without any widening of the road. Alright, so I am going to set up 2 new RF lines. We want RF, or do I want to call this RF? I might have to come up with a better line designation for local routes. RF, first of all, we are going to go from yeah, about that. We are going to build truck station in here, although I think I put that there just so that I could save money. How about right here? Actually, that would be ideal. Yep, and what we're going to have is the West Malling line. We are going to have it instead come into here. And then we are going to have this one, RF, Upton. Another option is we can have it go down here, up to here, over to there, rather than having 2 separate lines. That's what we are going to do for now. And yet we will change that to that. RF, Upton, RT 1. And what I'd actually like it to do, we are going to come back to there and then over into there. So it'll go from here to here, over to here, into there, over to there. So we can actually see locally which ones deliveries, goods are going into which. Alright, so we want to just get rid of line 1. So we have that set up. We are going to set up Grays to Southgate. We'll do that a little bit later. We want to buy a road vehicle. horse wagon, and this is going to be RF Upton RT1. And what I might as well do, RT1 and Salterton. Really, why is that this paler color? It should be that, because it's an RT1 line. Alright, that doesn't matter. So we have that running. Grays over here. We have this running. We don't have any problems with that. Here we have vehicle. Here we have bother. No, we don't. We are going to put a depot, and we should have the money. Let's throw the depot over there. And now we are going to want to buy a horse wagon for Grays to Southgate. And now all the vehicles over here, all the lines, yep, those are connected. Now, this over here, we are going to want to put a depot, buy road vehicles, horse wagon, and we want Southgate to Askern. We also want another one for Southgate. We could have waited until 1870 to set these up, and then we wouldn't have to worry about upgrade them later, but that's fine. So we have just Askern RT1. We are going to want to set that up so we can, of course, get demand flowing back through the network. Too much slope. 40, 50K. Oh, wow. Can I get any of this in here? Can I find a really cheap spot? Maybe I can put this on a spur. Oh, wow. Really? You know, at this rate, I'm probably going to spend more trying to get a cheap spot than actually just throwing it anywhere. Let's just throw it, say right about here for 25, 26. So 30K there. Yeah, let's just do that there. Alright, we are going to buy a horse wagon for Askern RT1. So, on all of our lines, if we take a look, we pretty much have a vehicle on every line, so that will supply lots of demand once a few months have ticked by. So it is May 1st right now. And the question is this seeing 980 demand? Nice. That was telling us to supply more livestock. You are seeing, and you are going to upgrade. Nice. 356 potential. And we have 2 units there. We have 28 on that ship. There's 2 food coming back. And this may take some time for it to detect the new potential route. What I'm going to do with this, we want it to wait until a full load. And over here. We have that going into there. That's actually nice. Westmoreland Freight Harbor left. Yeah, we're going to lock that to... Really? Locking that makes that line go like that. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. Wow. I might have to send the developers this. Why? Yeah, send them 2 pictures. With it not locked and with it locked. With it locked or unlocked, not locked. The only change is the fact that it's now locked to there. Nothing else changes. It just decides it needs to do that instead of that. And we want to lock this Salterton Freight. Oh, seriously? That's not that bad. Really? And from what I can tell, these ships actually do follow their path. So what this is going to do is it's going to create an even longer route for our ships. A longer route. It'll take them longer to get there. They'll spend more in running costs than if I unlocked that. And that's actually more efficient. Jeez. Yeah, about that. Insane how that works. Let's speed up to speed 3, see if we can get this refinery to see the increased demand. Because right now here in Salterton, 492. Potential's dropped. Alright about that. It hasn't detected any more demand coming from across the water. And this... we are just going to put this to 200%. We will spend some money and time once we actually have our vehicles or the new vehicle coming up in about 5 or 4.5 years. Alright, so question is, has this detected more demand? It has 908. We also didn't connect up this. So what I'm going to do is buy a depot, and we are going to have to that's fine. Buy road vehicle, horse wagon. We're going to set this to grain, or not grain, livestock on a new line from here into here. And that will ship, of course, the livestock off in that direction. It's connected directly into the food processing plant, which means food processing plant will be able to see that, as well as this demand, and all the way down there. This is going to be yellow, and it is going to be RF Grays Farm. And now either it will tick over with production as of July, or it will wait until August. No potential, so it's going to have to wait until August. You know what? Please go back to here, and we are going to set this to full load. And coming back over here, we have the ship sitting here. It has nothing on it. Over here, this is going to upgrade soon. We're only seeing 188 demand, so I'm hoping that... Oh, bother. That's right. Set it to unlimited. We're going to set a dock because I want the vehicles to come from here. Sure. And we don't need to. Alright, that's coming back in here. We just want it to sit and wait. Alright, I'm going to put that there. Try to ship more fuel. And it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I won't bother about the... Now, we are going to put this here. July 29th, 30th, should be 31st, and August. Seeing even less potential, the farm is now seeing livestock. So we are going to want to ramp this up. We are going to go Grays Farm. And yeah, I did catch that right when I put that on. Vehicles, we are going to send you back to depot. There's 10 there. We are going to want to specify this as livestock. Let's buy another one, Grays Farm. Actually, I might as well buy another one, Grays Farm. That would have been rather unfortunate. Grays Farm. Because that's not what I would have wanted to happen. And what we are going to do is just put that there. We are going to put that there. And now they have to do the slow trek up just to get over the farm. Yeah, once I have the money to tunnel, I'll be just removing that and just tunneling right to the city. We are up to 204 demand. So, about that. Buy road vehicles. Bother. We're going to have to specify this as livestock. Let that run. Buy one and Grays Farm. We're going to buy another one, Grays Farm. And this is set to full load. Yep. We're going to throw another one on the line, Grays Farm. And this is up to a production of 200. We have 4 sitting here, so we are going to buy horse wagon and assign that to Grays to Southgate. We have nothing sitting over here at the moment. Production is dropping, is seeing 116 demand. Now Grays Farm, I want to set this to an unlimited waiting time. I really wish you could set a default for the wait until full load. We're going to buy from here another one. We are going to set to Grays Farm. Over here we have 12, so we are going to buy a couple of these and set it to run on Grays to Southgate. And they are going directly into here to pick up. Yep, indeed. And we are going to buy another horse cart. 3. And over here at the farm, we're going to buy one of these and set it to Gray's farm. We have 8 sitting there. So we are going to buy 2. Set it to Grays and Southgate. We have nothing sitting over here. Now there's 1. Let's set this to Gray's farm. Over here we have 4. And I want to lock actually Gray's siding. And Gray's siding. Alright, so we got nothing over here. Although that is going to drop off 4. There we go. And this is for that. Oh, bother. Livestock. Over here we have too many on the line. Let's drop it down to 1 speed. It is December. Actually, I think we have... Let's send you back to depot. We're going to send you back to depot. We're going to send you back to depot. Yeah, it may take some time for the livestock to show up here. And then this to get going. And we got a lot of oil sitting here. So what I would like to do, let's see. In this case, we have this coming into terminal. Is the stop one. So this is the first time through. And we're going to just lock those. Although with that said, what is it doing here? Yeah, why does it need to do this? Why does it need to go this way? And then like that. Why can't it go from right there? Right there, straight to there. The ships make no sense at all. Alright. So this ship is most likely... Wow. This ship is most likely coming into there. So we are going to buy ships. Zoroaster, throw it on the line, and we'll buy, actually no, we don't have the money. We have $5 million in loans, so we're going to be back up to about 75k in loan interest payments. Speed up to speed 2. So you are most likely coming into here. It would be nice if it specified the specific terminal. Alright, coming back here. We got 3 units. You know what? Head out. And have we received anything down here? Nope, but we are seeing 1100 demand. And it is January. And we had a little bit of lag. That's interesting. When that happens, my screen flickers and usually gets back to desktop. And that happened like late game in my other maps. And it's only 1866 right now. And that's already happening. Alright, we got lots of fuel here. Lots of fuel for pickup. Now, are we seeing any fuel here? Yes, we are. Nice. So, nice, that is picking up 60 units. What we are going to do is we are going to put another Zoroaster on the line, although we are going to borrow another 500,000. West Walling Sulcherton Oil. And this is now seeing no potential. Wow. That is leaving with 28. How are we doing here? We have 6. That's going to get picked up. This should be flowing fine. And we have, you know what, we're going to repay. And those are heading oil. You know what? We might just load up this line because we're going to need the vehicles. Grays RT1. I intended to use this, but for now, we're not. Now, how are we doing down here? We did get some food. Nice. So as soon as another vehicle shows up, that'll be good. And you know what? We are going to run this. It goes 4-4. Yeah, we'll hang on to those vehicles. It's down to 96 production. It sees 82 potential. Seriously, 82 potential, that's it. There's over 1,100 demand for food on the connected network. And that is a Sulcherton food truck. That's fine. We have 1,100 connected demand, which means that there's no reason this cannot produce up to that. It's only seeing potential of 224, which means we're going to have to ramp up the number of trucks, buy road vehicles to... let's borrow some money. We have 24 units sitting here. 3 Upton or Grays to Southgate. And although a lot of that fuel sitting there is destined for Grays here. Let's buy some more. Oh no, not those. 3 more for Grays oil transfer. We have 15 units sitting here. Let's buy a couple more horse wagons, ramp up the Grays to Southgate line. And hopefully it's February. This is seeing only still 116 demand. Why? Why is it only seeing 116 demand? Is it just the frequency is just too low on the line? Which of course require us... Oh, nice! We got fuel on the Grays to Southgate line. And we also have fuel coming on the Upton line. We're going to buy this, put this on the Upton line, buy another one, put it on the Southgate line. That's exactly what we want to see. Although with that said, you are going Upton transfer. Nice. This is working already. 7 and 2. You know what? Let's buy a couple more trucks. Grays to Southgate. And we're going to buy another one. Upton to Grays. And we are going to be definitely rolling in profit. Let's repay the $500,000. We're still at $5 million now. We got lots of stuff sitting here, so we are going to ramp this frequency up. We want one on for now. Westmalling. We might want to buy another one for RF Westmalling. We're going to buy 2 for the 01 line. And get the goods to flow. The goods must flow. Indeed. We have a pretty good setup here. We have food coming from here up to there. Fuel can go that way. Fuel can also go this way. Food can also go this way. Food can go this way. And fuel can go this way. So we have a very good setup here. And that's why I wanted to build these roads. Takes the money to make the money. And yeah, we are definitely making the money. And it looks like some of the livestock from here, which actually could be good for us, is making its way all the way over there. Wow. Although with that said, I would not want one livestock to just go that direction. If you are going to put more livestock on the line, please give us a full load of livestock, because that would be nice. Now, oh, another vehicle is 1866. And we have even more fuel sitting here. Wow. I don't think we can put enough trucks on the line in order to supply or get that transferred. 96 and 66. What I'm going to do is we are going to borrow 500,000 and we are going to buy 2 of these and we are going to put them both on that line. But what we are going to do is one of them we are going to flip and then flop. What should happen is one should go into this terminal, the other should go into that terminal. Over here we have that ship and that ship. 64 units. Nope, that should be fine. And we have 20 units, one ship coming in. 64 units sitting there. Wow, we have even more fuel. Let's buy a few more for the RT1 line. If we can, we want to really ramp this up. This is up to a limit of 3,200. Wow. 1866, we have 3,200, which is equivalent to 800 in the regular game. That is quite impressive. It is saying 2,100 potential. And over here we got lots of fuel as well. Let's buy a few trucks for the Dursley freight line. We're going to buy a few more for the Dursley quarry line. And we don't have... we have a few here. Let's buy another one for the Conmat line. What is this seeing? This is seeing 48 production, 400 limit. No, really. Only 40% demand. If we take a look at our lines and we specify construction materials, we only have 4 being transported at the moment. Okay, about that. One thing I'm probably going to want to do is set up the connection from here to here to, of course, get the construction materials from here into here, as well as bring food that way. And wow, this thing is jacked up. Keep production high. It's now seeing some decent potential. So what we are going to want to do, obviously, is set these to Grays Farm. We are also going to buy a couple new horse wagons, although we should have specified the cargo. Grays Farm. And over here we have some livestock. We also have some Southgate. Over here we have 13. We are going to buy 2 and Upton to Grays. Indeed. Now, sitting over here, we have just 10 units. Over here, we have 27. Let's buy some road vehicles and put it on Southgate Oil. We now have 11 units. How's this doing over here? Okay, that had probably dropped in production. Yeah, that line is struggling a bit. Over here, yeah, this line is keeping up with that. And we have food, 5 food returning back up that way. What we're going to do is buy a horse wagon and set it to the Westmalling to Upton. You are going to Westmalling local. We're eating through the fuel sitting here. You know what, I'm going to buy another Grays oil. So you were coming in from there. You're coming into that platform. Alright, we are going to want to have you flip-flop. And yeah, we got lots of oil sitting here. So what we could potentially do is get this shipped over to, say, Carlton Covell, or maybe from, maybe up to Doncaster. Dovercourt will probably supply from over here. But I'm thinking maybe we go to Carlton Covell next. We have 118k in the bank. We are accumulating money quite nicely. How are we doing for profit? Our income overall has remained about the same. We are in June, though. $1.9 million. It is only halfway through the year. We are going to destroy last year's income. We had $1.02 million last year in road income. Our water income dropped, so that is something. And yeah, this is just going to go up since we did set these lines up, and we have all this potential and all this demand, all this wonderful stuff happening. It is just a matter of getting lots of goods delivered to lots of different places. We actually have a pretty good setup here, and it might be, once we get things rolling a bit more, maybe time to set up a freight train. Possibly, although maybe. We might set up passenger services, but I would like to, if possible, pay off some of these loans, because we did bump up to $5.5 million in loans. That'll be about $82.5K in loan interest. And yeah, although, yeah, getting the new line set up, that's the key to everything. We have one showing up here. We have 24. Anyway, at this point in time, what I'm going to do is take a break here, and we will continue off with more Transport Fever European Freeplay series coming up in the next episode. Let me know where you think we should expand to next. We have lots of potential places, and we have just the framework of our initial profit generating industries up and running. We have the fuel, we have the farm, we have lots of places to ship to, and the roads aren't going to be an issue like we had in the other series, the Truck Fever series in particular. The roads will provide a good supply, good frequency of delivery. It's just a matter of getting it to point A to point B, getting the newer, faster, higher capacity vehicles to make even more profit. But yeah, the transfer lines between cities do make a pretty decent profit. And yeah, anyway, at this point in time, I'd like to say thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever European Freeplay. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott Frisbee Gaming. And as always, have a good day.